Hello and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics that those of you that have been with us for a while will find quite familiar. From Nick Cannon's recent interview where he tells us for the umpteenth time about how he wanted to find Eminem to fight in Mariah's honor, to Billie Eilish's latest comments about hip-hop music, and that one is ironical based on news we covered on this channel a while ago. So first, if you missed my last video on Lil Wayne's comments about collaborating with Eminem, and also French Montana's claim that he never got punched by 50 Cent, check it out at the link that pops up. And now let's dive into the seals to see what Nick Cannon had to say about Eminem this time around, and I hope it's not something we've heard 1,000 times at this point. Oops, the headline states, Nick Cannon recalls visiting Detroit to find Eminem over Mariah Carey remarks. Now, doesn't this sound familiar? And when it comes to Nick Cannon and his Eminem stories, these days it's beginning to sound like Nick Cannon is suffering from a form of memory loss, because this is the exact topic that led to Nick Cannon getting his cannons nicked on the song Lot Above that appeared on Fat Joe's album. If you recall, he went on T.I.'s podcast and talked about the same thing, of wanting to fight Eminem to show Mariah that he's the man. From the article it states, I went to Detroit, he don't live in Detroit. He don't live nowhere near 7 or 8 miles, he lives in Michigan. I don't know if Nick believes this is a revelation. Oh look, someone multiple times richer than me doesn't live in a poor neighborhood. Spoiler alert, Dre, Snoop, Jay-Z and all the biggest rappers that are still alive today don't live in the hoods where they grew up. Cannon adds, I was there to defend my wife. You said some disrespectful things about my wife and I'm gonna whoop your butt. And about the production period of Southpaw, Nick Cannon adds, I was at a fight one time and Emmanuel was like, yo, he ready for you. I was like, set it up, real talk. I was like, I want to match whatever energy he's on. I feel like people can say whatever they want to say in life, but you have to be able to deal with the consequences that comes with your mouth. I wasn't there, but based on Nick Cannon's credibility that took a nosedive after those disses at Eminem, I'm willing to bet that none of that happened. No way Eminem told anyone that he was ready to fight Nick over Mariah Carey like he claims. And I'm not about to read all the quotes, but the last bit from the article is quite interesting, because Cannon couldn't help himself and brought skin color into this. I'm supposed to stand here in 2008, 2009 and let this white man disrespect my wife, a woman of color, and I'm not supposed to do nothing? Would you let that go if that was your wife? We're talking about Mariah here. Nick knew what was going down before he got with her, and did he really expect Eminem to stop because he got with her? Especially when Mariah is far more respected than he is. What a joke. And I keep forgetting that Mariah is a quote-unquote woman of color. Thanks for reminding us, Nick. So next up is about Billie Eilish and her recent comments about hip-hop artists. But first, remember to hit the like button if you're enjoying this so far, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss an upload. So in a video last year, I covered a story where Billie Eilish picked Donald Glover over Eminem and Drake in an interview, and she proceeded to talk about how she was scared of Eminem all her life and found him terrifying. You can find that video at the link that pops up now, and now we have an idea of why she was so scared of Eminem. She pretty much takes everything stated on the track to represent the actual lives of the artist. On the current state of hip-hop, this is what she had to say. It's like, I got my AK-47 and I'm smashing, and I'm like, what? You don't have a gun? And all of my females, I'm like, which females? So she's pretty much talking about hip-hop artists exaggerating in their music. But apparently, this statement is also quite hypocritical of her, since lyrics in her music is pretty much the same. A user pointed this out on Twitter. Now, Billie Eilish does have a point, but doesn't she talk about seducing dads? And a user shared a clip of Eilish stating in an interview that you can write about whatever you want. Have a look.
That's when our minds sort of, I think, realized that you can literally write about whatever you want. And like nobody does that, I feel like.
Perfect segue to my next question. You didn't kill all your friends.
I know I did
Your friends
not.
are all alive.
My friends are good, but they're okay.
So apart from talking about what she knows nothing about, which is hip-hop music, she's also going against her own comments and what she writes about in her music. Another user states, Billie wasn't even born when this tired, stale and uninformed criticism of hip-hop even began. She never experienced what it was like to struggle to make it out of poverty to the top like most hip-hop artists. pretty much a plant with connections from a very young age, so naivety is expected. Leave your thoughts below, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.